Alright, this is part 2 of the Silent Hill downpour review for the... Oh yeah, sorry, but the Silent Hill downpour is for a PS3 and Xbox 360. I forgot to put that in there. But anyways, from the characters, you meet Murphy, which, that's the main character you are in the game. Then you meet Annie, which I've already told you about. She's out to kill Murphy because what he did to his father. And you meet the mailman that was basically, I guess, like his guardian angel, or, helps him when he needs advice. You also meet JR, which is this one guy that you meet at Devil's Pit, because you go to a lot of different locations in this game. Let's see, you go to the caves. You go to this, I think, yeah, it's Grand Canyon, which is like Devil's Pit. It's kind of like a tourist attraction. Sorry, I can't put that well. It's kind of like a music part too, with little rides and stuff. Then you actually go to Silent Hill, and you go to the school. School, church, and a lot of other different places. So there's a lot of variety in places in this game. But you meet JR in the Devil's Pit, and you learn that he was drinking on the job, and for this, I think, this roller coaster ride or something, and he kills 4 or 5 little kids because he was drinking. He's like, "It's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's not my." That's basically him. You meet him along the way, and I think, who else do you meet? I can't. Oh yeah, you meet Azad, the saint, I guess, church lady. Yeah, saint. You meet her too, and I guess he's like, "Oh, well, you're here because of God," and all this mumble jumble. I guess that you're kind of, she's basically like that Duran girl from Silent Hill 1, or however you say her name. But she talks about God and blah blah blah. But it's like, "Oh, I'm sorry that you lost your son," and she's basically here because of his son. And, that's why she sent a letter to him to go to the church, because it said his son. But you also meet this DJ, because I forgot again. I forget his name. But you meet this DJ, and he learns about Murphy because he starts playing songs. Because you will find all these radios and stuff while you're in Silent Hill, and you can turn on. We got another request for Murphy Pelleton. That's his last name, the main character. But he hopes that someone hears him, so he's been in Silent Hill for a while. So he's glad he finally found Murphy, and then they try to escape. But yeah, it doesn't end so well. Put it that way. Who else do you meet? I think I basically Frank, and Stad, helped him. Helped him with life. Yeah, I think I basically did all the main characters that you meet. Well, there is this wheelchair guy that you meet in a wheelchair, but I don't want to spoil it. I basically already did in my other thing, but you meet him in Silent Hill, and he lures you and stuff. Like, when you learn more about the story, you'll see him every once in a while. Let's see, the gameplay is kind of mixed. So much time I got. Okay. It's kind of mixed. You're either in an open world where you can go explore and do side quests. Yeah, there's actually side quests in the Silent Hill game, which is the reason you're seeing a floor is because I'm laying down. But there's actually side quests in the Silent Hill game, which is the first, which are pretty cool. They have this one where you help a homeless person, and he helps you access these tunnels that'll help you get around the town quicker. And then let's see. Oh yeah, then they got this one where you have to take this person's ashes and dump or send them out to the ocean, because I guess that's where they want to be. Where the ashes want to be when they died. Cool stuff like that. But it's either an open world game where you go exploring or whatever, look for weapons, or just, look for weapons and just explore. Or it's either where you're in a certain location, like the school or church, or oh yeah, that devil's pit, where you have to do a certain amount of things before you get out, and then it'll turn to open world again. You do that about 4 or 5 times until you get to the prison, which is your last one, like the last part, and then you beat the game. But also, yeah, it's pretty cool. It's like it's different. I know that's true. Let's see what else. Let's see. Yeah, it's like it's either open world or you're stuck in a place for a while before you before you do something and get out. Let's see what else. I talked about the graphics. Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh yeah. And as you suspect, there's rain in this game since it's called Silent Hill Downpour, obviously. And that's basically like I guess the siren or something. I don't know. From the other Silent Hill games, that I think more monsters come out and they're more aggressive, and stuff like that. This game scared me a lot. Like you could play this game a day and it scared me, just because all the creepy sound effects when it's because it's like really dark and you can like not really see anything. But yeah, this I would say this is probably the last true survival horror game out there right now, unless because I'm not counting a Resident Evil 6. I don't even want to talk about what's happening to the Resident Evil games. It's horrible. But yeah, it's like the last true Silent Hill game, and not the last Silent Hill game, the last true survival horror game that actually makes you get scared because of the atmosphere and the way they do the the graphics and the sound effects and the places you go and stuff. They did a really good job in this game with it. Let's see. I talked about the graphics. They were they're good. I talked about the characters. I talked about the controls. I talked about let's see. Oh yeah, I talked about the sound, which I told you, the music and stuff, which is I basically told you it's good. I don't know what else I can talk about in this game. I guess I can tell you the story. At the end of the game, oh yeah, you meet this one little kid. He talks about the boogeyman, or I guess he goes around. I think Murphy basically creates him because of all the bad stuff in his life, kind of like how what was his name? I forget. Silent Hill 2. I forget his name. I'm sorry. I haven't played Silent Hill 2 in a while. I'm just having a brain fart right now. But I guess it's like the one guy who made Pyramid Head to cope with his problems. I think that's what the boogeyman is. I think that's why Murphy basically created him. But let's see. Yeah, you learn about that, and then I'm trying to make this review at least 3 parts long. But at the end of the game, you can you learn that Murphy. You learn that you could either do it this way. You learn that Murphy either kills Frank the cop or the Swallow did, because there's 4 endings, and whatever you do for like certain parts, like for like the first part where the cop girl Annie is at a cliff, you can either choose to help her or just say screw you, I'm leaving. And that'll change the story. Or you could, like in this one part where JR, the guy that killed all the people or all the little kids, you can either say to taunt him or try to help him so he doesn't kill himself, or you could either like at the end of the game where you actually become the boogeyman, because I think Annie sees Murphy as the boogeyman because killed his father and stuff. But you could either kill Annie or not, and that'll change the story, and then it'll change the ending. So yeah, this game has a lot of variety in that. But you either learn that Murphy either killed Frank or didn't kill him like Caswell did, depending on what you want to do. If you want to be a good guy or a bad guy. But okay, this is the end of part 2. So part 3 next, probably the last part too.